Hey, guess who isn't dead? Long story short, I recently started college and had a broken headphone situation to deal with. That and editing is also just a lot of work sometimes. Nothing is being quit. But I thought this would be a cute little Mia twin story to do that was supposed to be like 2 to 3 minutes long. That did not happen. Enjoy anyway. Sorry again for the disappearance. Atsumu had walked in the same circle so many times it was a wonder he hadn't made permanent footprints in his carpet. They grew up in the same home. He knew his brother better than anyone. This wouldn't be what drove them apart. Though, this also wasn't a topic they'd ever really talked about, so he wasn't sure where Osama stood in this area. Damn it. Atsumu picked up his phone, sitting on his bed with his lips jutted out in a frustrated pout. This wasn't that difficult. Why was he so anxious? Private messages between Atsumu and Kita. Kita-san. Yes, Atsumu. Have you done it yet? I can't. Why not? Is he not home? What if he hates me? Moment of silence for Kita to wonder if he's really seeing this shit. Kita? Atsumu, I respect you a great deal. But that is the most idiotic piece of drivel I have ever heard. Kita. No, I'm serious. Okay, I get it. But even if he doesn't hate me, it could still make him uncomfortable. I don't want that. What if we get awkward? Well, depending on what you end up doing, he'll find out sooner or later anyway. And if not, Freudian slips happen. I'm sure he'd rather hear it directly with intent than because of a slip of the tongue. Wouldn't you agree? Ugh. You can do this, Atsumu. Whatever happens, you know how to contact me. Thank you, Kita-san. Supportive Captain Core. Atsumu, sweetie, get it together. Real time. Atsumu turned the phone off, falling backwards in his bed and groaning into his hands. As right as Kita was, it did not help to calm the nerves buzzing under his skin whatsoever. He unfortunately knew himself though, if not now, then tomorrow, which would turn into next week, then the week after, and soon enough they'd both be grandfathers, and he still wouldn't have said anything. All right, Sumu, you can do this. What's the worst he could say? Atsumu frowned, quickly realizing he in fact did not want to think of all the worst things his brother could say, then he'd chicken out for sure. He instead quickly rose to his feet, padding down the stairs and into the kitchen, where Osamu was on his phone as their dinner simmered on a low heat. Hey, Samu. We need to talk. The younger of the two looked up from his screen, visibly perplexed by the seriousness in his brother's typical playful tone. Okay. What's up? Well, it's really not that important. I just wanted to admit something. Not anything major really. No need to freak out or anything. I'm not the one clearly freaking out. Hey, I'm calm. What was I? Born yesterday? Might as well have been. You're barely 5 minutes older. That doesn't. Wait, no, stop. I'm stalling. You're still a jerk, but that's for later. Gee, thanks. Kita-san made this sound so easy. What? Not important. Clearly it is. Shut up and let me talk. Atsumu sighed, unsure of how, but not really surprised by the fact this conversation had derailed so quickly. Don't cut me off or something stupid like that. I'll gut you. God, you make it sound like ya killed somebody. You're the last person I'd tell if that happened. Last? Don't tell me at all. I'm not going to jail for being an accessory. Oh, my God, shut up. Osamu rolled his eyes, pushing past his brother to open the pot and peer into it, the steam filling the air with a delightful smell. Quit being weird. I'm not. You're being an ass. I'm trying to pour my heart out and you chose to be all dishy. Because Atsumu Mia being nervous freaks me out, so quit it. Obviously, I'm nervous. For what? Because I don't know if why you're gonna be grossed out if I like dudes or not. Osamu put the lid back on the pot carefully, turning to face his brother with a completely even expression, save for a single raised eyebrow. Atsumu, on the other hand, was sweating buckets. I like girls still, just guys too, bisexual, I think. Try as he might, Osamu could not figure out why Atsumu looked like he really had just confessed to murdering someone. Okay. The hell you mean, okay? Well, what did you want me to say? Congratulations? My condolences? Anything more than okay. Did you just figure this out? Well, no, like last week. That doesn't. Wait, the hell is that supposed to mean? Osama sighed with a shake of his head, counting on his fingers as he listed. Kita-san Aaron, Sakusa, his cousin, Karasuno's number 9 and 10, and their backup setter, Seijo's captain, Seijo's ace, Fukuro Dani's setter, that one random scoreboard keeper. Okay, stop. Atsumu, positively red in the face, waved his hands to shut his brother up from listing any more names. You ruined this. Of course you managed to ruin this. Ruin what? Your failed attempt at surprising me with a coming out? I have eyes, dipshit. And you just never said anything? Why the hell would I come up just to tell you what your sexuality is? That's weird. Well, confirmation you wouldn't be all grossed out would have been nice. Who the hell am I to care? There's way more reasonable things to dislike you for than that. Hey. Atsumu snapped his mouth shut when his brother placed a hand on his shoulder, a barely there squeeze of reassurance causing a lump to form in the setter's throat. Couldn't care less. I'm gonna be eternally annoyed by your existence anyway. Got that? Wordlessly, Atsumu nodded. Osamu once again raised an eyebrow at his brother's trembling lip. He opened his arms and was nearly knocked over from the force of his brother embracing him. You're so dramatic. Let me have this. Yeah, whatever. Osamu gently pat Atsumu's back, sigh equal parts fond and exasperated. Atsumu, admittedly, did feel a little stupid for thinking this would go any differently. Do me a favor, watch the stove. Do not, for the love of God, touch it unless it starts to boil over. Just lift the lid, wait 3 seconds, and put it back on, please. All that and now you're making me cook? Cooking is the last thing I'd ever ask you to do, but I need pickled ginger and I'm not in the mood to watch you walk around the groceries like a lost kid over video. Fine. Osamu left Atsumu sitting on the kitchen counter. A while after he'd left, Atsumu had pulled his phone out his pocket, bored. Private messages between Atsumu and Kita. It went well. I knew it would. Thanks, Kita-san. Completely unrelated. Before I told you. Did you know? Well, Kita? Sorry, Atsumu. I really do think you're the last to know. This is bullshit. Oh, hold on. Samu's texting. Atsumu curiously clicked the notification from his brother. Private messages between Atsumu and Osamu. By the way, Suna and I have been dating for months lol. You fucking what?